Hey guys, AuspiciousSausie here, and welcome to episode 55 of The Road to Glory, here with KYLER Adams. Now, last episode was pretty good. Of course, we had our highest ever match with Kyla, getting a 90A with Silver Tiger. As you can see there, where we had Silver Tiger defeating Kyla to retain his Campeonato D Universal title. Yeah, we got an A, which I think our previous highest match was I think it was 88B plus. It was the same match essentially. Anyway, we also got this guy in from our dojo, so he's our first ever dojo graduate. We put him on a written deal, and I think we're going to try and train him up. You know, he doesn't have the best stats in the world, that's for sure. But, you know, we can definitely do something with him. We might even send him to Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, which is our developmental territory. So, yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to do here. We can, as you can see, we can actually send him down there. We can actually just, you know, we could actually send talented workers there to try and bring the company up a little bit. Not too sure about that. I mean, let's give him a gimmick here. But I also want to show you Kyla's popularity and Silver Tiger's popularity after that match. So we'll get into that in a second. Let me just see what gimmick we'll give Vincent. So either Wholesome or Weasel. Now he is a heel, so I guess we'll go with a Weasel gimmick. And it's either going to be Putz or Old School Heel. I think we'll go... Let's go Putz. I think it will suit a sort of younger wrestler a little bit more. Alright, so let's check the popularity. We'll start off with Kyla first. Wow, okay. That's up a lot, actually. That's up like 5 or 6 points. Okay, so it says that it's up... Well, it's up 7 points from last month. I mean, that in itself is pretty crazy. It's good to see that West Central is also the highest populated region for him, along with Southeastern just 1 point behind. So that works out rather well. He's also almost a C- in the Mid-South and the Southwest as well. Pretty interesting. But yeah, let's also check out Silver Tiger. Wonder if he's up to a B minus, B plus, sorry. What do we think? I think he might still be a B. But I'm hoping positive thoughts that he's going to be a B plus. Alright, he's still a B, which is what I thought he might be. Super close, though, in northern Mexico. 1 point away from a B+. And he's actually gotten up to a B, a 78B there for West Central. Alright, that's not too bad. Also getting popularity in Puerto Rico due to the TV deal, but I guess the fact that it's so small maybe means that we don't gain popularity in Puerto Rico or the actual company itself. Let me go into someone else, someone random that I do use. Let's go Dragon Americano. Yeah, so he's actually getting popularity in Puerto Rico. Interesting. Not that it would make any difference because we can't really get a TV deal there anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, let's do an auto push. We'll pretty much do it for everyone on the roster, and I'm assuming Midiko's still out at this point, am I right? He's also a main eventer now, which is really cool to see. Let's go physical. Yeah, so he's still out with that pectoral muscle issue due to, of course, Ernest Youngman's botch. Such a random botch to have. Especially from Ernest, like, you wouldn't really expect it. But there we go, fully fit, perfect. And Star Master. Okay. 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 Well, he's actually really good. Like, really, really good. And it doesn't look like they're negotiating for him. He's also going to be cheap, man. He's only 6,500. Okay, well, I'm going to select all. We're going to take this one out because I want to keep it sort of in the back of my mind. Leave it in the emails. Yeah, Star Master. He looks really good. I should probably have checked his popularity, but he was only an opener for south of the border. Alright, so we've got Sunny turning up late, and unfortunately we give him a stern warning, and his personality's gotten worse as a result. Alright, we got Brooke Tyler pulling a rib on Velvet. We then have Wrestler's Court there, Ernest improving his behavior. And then finally, wow, okay, that's kind of random. But we have Slayer taking Blue Phantom under his wing as a protege. Yeah, it's pretty random, that one. Anyway, up to 98% backstage rating. Honestly, never really thought I would see the day. But yeah, there we go. Almost out of 100. We'll try and get it to 99. Give Austin a rib. Oh, there we go. Success. But unfortunately didn't increase the rating there. Alright, so we're going to go a generic venue, and let's book Batalla Eterna. Now, I honestly don't really have any idea what I'm going to do next. We do, of course, have El Critico taking on El Mitico, which I was going to make the main event for the next pay-per-view, which is Trey Shinato. And of course, we also have the Mexico title match between Austin and Blue Phantom. Alright, well, considering what has happened, let's go for a tag team main event. And let's go El Critico teaming up with Ernest to take on... I guess we'll just go El Mitico and Blue Phantom. I mean, have we done this match already? We have not. Okay, perfect. So we'll give it 20, and then I guess we kind of have to make El Critico the winner. Actually, I'm going to go El Mitico. El Mitico is going to pin Ernest. Yeah, we're going to go that way. Do I want it to be Ernest or do I want it to be Austin? I kind of want to keep Austin out of the match because I want to give him another title defense. And of course, these two still in a bit of a rivalry themselves. They've had that sort of long-standing rivalry throughout the series. Okay, up next, I think we're going to put Kyla into a new feud, just for a month or two. And then we're also going to put Silver Tiger. I think we're going to put him into another feud, but at the moment, I kind of maybe want him to just verse people lower down the card and not to have a contender for his title this month. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're actually going to have Cosmic Rider and I think Kyla be involved, at least for a month, and then we might change who else is involved. But they're going to be in a little bit of a feud together, I think. I do like Cosmic Rider, I really do. So let's go like that. Open, called, slow build, decisive. Kyla's going to pick up the victory there. I'm hoping that doesn't outperform the main event. Maybe I'll change that. Hold on. I think we'll make that the main event for next week. And instead, we'll go a tag match between the two. Alright, so let's go with Kyla. Let's glue booked for a second as well. So Kyla and Boom Boom are going to take on Cosmic Rider. And I guess another... Oh, Major Juanta. Upper mid-carder now. Yeah, let's go Labyrinto. Actually, no. Hold on. Let's go Silver Tiger. And we're going to change the main event. So there we go. That's going to be the main event. 20 minutes. And we're actually going to have Cosmic Rider pin Kyla. But we're going to keep him strong. And it's also going to be tainted as well. His popularity is not great. It's also not too bad either, I guess. Oh man, I just don't know. Even this match, I feel like, should be a main event. Yeah, I'm going to remove it. I just can't... I can't justify it in my head. Alright, instead we're just going to go... Alright, I've really got to make my mind up. We're going to go Kyler. He's going to take on a mid-carder. I've decided. Let's have him take on Hush. Not Hush. Mobstar. Mobstar's fine. Alright, it's going to be a 10-minute match. We're going to have Kyler get the victory. However, during the match, we're going to have an interference on Kyler by Cosmic Rider. Which will obviously... You know, it'll intrigue Kyla as to why Cosmic Rider's deciding to do this. Up next, we'll go with a trios match. And let's go with the Puerto Rican boys. So we'll go the Caribbean connection. And we need Boom Boom. And they're going to take on the heel trio of Hush, Samael, and Major Juanta. And then we're going to give the victory to Island Boy. And the loser can be Hush. Open. I think we... No, we need to script it. Major Juanta. He always lets me down. There we go. Alrighty, so up next, let's go with a tag match. We want to have a #1 contenders match between the Suffering and DOS Phoenix 2. Yeah, that's perfect. And obviously, DOS Phoenix are going to become our new #1 contenders for the Parijas titles. So there's that one. Let's grab another singles match. And we'll have Silver Tiger. Actually, let's give Tricolor a match against Vicente Molina. I'm still thinking about a name to give him. I didn't really think about it too much off camera. I was going to call him The Darkness. Or something like that. Or Turmoil, maybe. Something a bit... Not sinister, but... Just a sort of like... Think... I guess Sting as the Crow. Similar character to that, just sort of lurking around, doesn't really say too much. Bit of an ominous figure around the place in his matches as well. But we don't really need to give him a name as of yet. He's going to get a match on TV though, so pretty special for him, I guess, making his debut here against Tricolor. in a higher spots match. And then finally, we're going to go with a women's match. And we're going to have, I think let's go with the Crown to take on Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez. Should be a pretty good match. Pretty good match indeed. And I'm actually going to need Brooke Tyler, if I can speak properly. And she's going to pick up a victory onto Electric Dreamer, I think. I want to try and do it. I think we can... we still can't call it, can we? It's going to be tainted. And I do actually want to keep Dreamer strong. So we're also going to get another number one contender out of this match as well. And we'll have that one start the show off as well. And I think we'll go with an angle for Dreamer and Pinky. Nice 6-minute angle. Then we'll go with Kyla unscripted. And then I guess we'll go... Let's go with El Critico in earnest. Because we do want to try and get Ernest up the card sort of as soon as possible. Because I feel like he could be another really good option for Kyla to verse in the future. What else do we want to do? I guess the Caribbean... yeah, I suppose they could do an angle together, actually. You know, they're all relatively good on the mic. Island Boy Apollo. Definitely the standout of all three of these guys, actually. Much better entertainment skills, and then, you know, as solid as Boom Boom in the ring. Anyway, we'll go with all three of these guys. And I guess they can be the in-between members of our trios feud. And what I mean by that is they can be the number one contenders for the trios titles at, what is the pay-per-view called? Tradicionado. Because we currently don't have a tag title. Well, we're going to. But this tag title match could also just be on TV. Doesn't necessarily have to be on the pay-per-view. Anyway. We can go another angle. So what do I want to do? Trying to think. I guess we could just go with a... So let's go with a suffering angle for Felipe and Seth Whitehead. Oh, okay. Well, we need to add another match, I guess. Let's just get... Let's go the Juggernauts 1 against Team Burning Fury. 8 minutes. There we go. Let's give the victory to Miyake. And we will work the crowd as well. Alright, just need a storytelling match, which can be the women's match. And there we go. Alright, so let's do some pre-booking. And I guess we can go at trios. Because we do actually have heroes stable. So, the Eternal Kings, along with Angel of Mercy, to take on... Let's go Austin. Mystico. And... Alejandro, I guess? Yeah, I mean... Kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Just a bit of a random team. I mean, Alejandro is starting to come along. Still only an opener. And then we'll go Cosmic Rider, Dragon Americano to take on Firefly and North Star Jr. And give Cosmic Rider the victory there as well. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's run the show. Alright, so we start off with a 66C+, where we have Cosmic Rider and Dragon Americano defeating Amazing Firefly and North Star Jr. in 1018 when Cosmic Rider defeated Amazing Firefly by submission with a gravitational pull. And we also have Cosmic Rider improving in Rumble skills. Alright, so in our second pre-show match, we have Heroes defeating Austin Smooth, Mystico, and Alejandro Ortega in 1008 when Nicholas Lopez defeated Mystico by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. Pretty good match as well. Not as good as the first pre-show, getting a 64C here. And yeah, some... I mean, there's still decent performances by Lopez and Flores. And then we also have Mystico improving in performance skills. Alright, so we start the show off with a 54C-. Probably should have put one of the pre-show matches here instead. But we do actually have Team Burning Fury defeating the Juggernauts in 742 when Motoyuki Miyake defeated Ramos the Executioner by pinfall with a knockout kick. And yeah, Motoyuki carrying the match as well. Also, we have both members of Team Burning Fury improving in performance skills as well. Alright, so we then go into a 65C where we have Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez cutting an angle for themselves. Could have been a little bit better. I was hoping for a C+, but it's very, very close. Their match also gets a 65C where we do have the Crown defeating Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez in 1149 when Brooke Tyler defeated Electric Dreamer by submission with a Brooke Breaker after blatantly cheating. And yeah, good match. And of course, we actually have Electric Dreamer improving in performance skills again. But of course, Brooke getting the victory there does mean that she's going to get a match at Traicionado for the Mujeres title. So it's going to be Brooke Tyler and Electric Dreamer. Okay, they have poor chemistry. Yes. No. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. I still think it should be pretty good. It should at least get a C, even with that negative chemistry. We then go into a 66C+, where we have the Suffering cutting an angle prior to their number 1 contenders match. The match itself gets a 70C+, where we have Dos Phoenix defeating the Suffering in 946 when Phoenix 3 defeated Seth Whitehead by pinfall with a high velocity leg drop. And our new number 1 contenders are Dos Phoenix, and we also have Felipe Caballero improving in both rumble and technical skills as well. Moving on to a 60C for our High Spots match and the debut of our first ever dojo graduate. And we have Tricolor Jr. defeating Vicente Molina in 1016 by pinfall with a Fisherman's Suplex. And we also have Tricolor improving in performance skills, which is a little bit strange. And Vicente was visibly tiring, but he did get very good for his putts gimmick. He only has, I think, like a 46D for his stamina. So, yeah, probably should put him in matches a little bit shorter. But then again, I mean, if he's visibly tiring, it's going to help out his stamina increase. So, it doesn't really matter too much, I think. We then go to a 65C, where we have the Caribbean Connection cutting an angle together before their trios match against Evil Incorporated. The match does pretty well, getting a 70C+, where we have the Caribbean Connection defeating Evil Incorporated. However, they are not... Well, one of the members is not part of the champions, so therefore the titles were not on the line. But obviously, goes a long way with the Caribbean Connection getting a title shot. And they will actually be getting that title shot at the pay-per-view. And they defeated them in 10-14 when Island Boy Apollo defeated Hush by pinfall with an Island Driver. Got quite a few improvements. We've got Kid San Juan improving in performance, Island Boy Apollo in performance as well. And then finally we have Hush in Rumble. Alright, we then go into a 100A star for KYLER's angle. As you'd sort of expect, doing a masterful job of improvising. I think with a C+ popularity, I think his promos unscripted are probably going to get 100 A star every single time. That would be my guess. Anyway, moving on to his match. Gets a 79B, where we have Kyla defeating Mobstar in 10-28 by pinfall with a K trigger. And then during the match, we also had Cosmic Rider run in and attack Kyla. And also having Mobstar sustaining a broken nose. Hopefully not from Kyla. But he did get an 82 in-ring performance, which seems pretty crazy. Yeah, so he sustained a broken nose, but it didn't really look like it was a botch. Anyway, we then go into a 69C+, where we have El Critico and Ernest Youngman together. Of course, they are teaming together in the main event. Unfortunately, Ernest underperformed in the angle. And the main event actually beats out KYLER's match by 1 point, getting an 80B. So I'm happy with that. We kind of needed it. And we have El Mitico Jr. and Blue Phantom defeating El Critico and Ernest Youngman in 2012, when El Mitico defeated Ernest by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. Yeah, good match. 85 in-ring performance there from El Critico. Still actually outperforming KYLER. And then we have quite a few improvements. You got El Critico improving in both technical and performance. And then we also have El Mitico improving in technical as well. Alright, let's end the show. We get a 79B. Unfortunately, I think Ernest might be... He might be a lower mid-carder at this point. I probably should have checked that. We did have him pushed as a mid-carder, but we did auto-push the whole roster. Anyway, 79B is pretty good. And of course, it's sort of keeping up with how we've been doing recently. And I think once we can try and get KYLER to those top levels in regards to his match quality, I don't see our main events really ever being a problem. Erin Lawrence. Can she even work? Yeah, she can't even work in Mexico. Alright, let's delete that. The Battalo Turner TV rating getting a 0.78, which is not too bad. And yeah, Star Master. Let's check his pop. Actually, not too bad. That's nearly upper mid-card level. So that's pretty crazy. He's going to come in almost as an upper mid-carder. And I mean, he's basically got main event stats. Is he a heel or a face? He can be either. I feel like he and Cosmic Rider could be a sick tag team. His finishing move is the Cosmic Crunch. He's only 28 as well. I know Cosmic Rider's a little bit older. But they could be like, I don't know, they could be like the Galactic Union or something like that. That's a cool name, the Galactic Union. Be a tag team. either way, we're definitely going to sign him. He's only going to be 6,500 per month, and there's literally so much upside to him. Face or a heal. And I mean, if we bring him in as a heal, that's just another really, really solid opponent for Kyla to eventually beat as we try and get that 100 A-star match. Alright, so Fast Navarro is a referee, but he's not very good. So we're not going to worry about him. 5-star are going in for Tiffany Jade on a written deal. Okay, well, Tiffany Jade was actually someone that I wanted to bring in. And now there's a chance that she could leave on a written deal for a few years. I don't really need any more heals, though. That's the problem. I think we'll leave it. I think she can go. She can go to 5-star. That's actually a pretty good move for her. Matteo Iglesias stepping down as the CILL head booker. Not that it really matters. I mean, CILL would have been great when we were, lower down with Summit Wrestling. But they're only a small company still to this day. Gargantuan. I mean, I could bring him in, man. I really could bring him in. He's 33, though. So I don't see him developing much. So I think we'll take a miss. We've got a pay rise request from Devious Dr. Fang. And he wants 1570. I mean, he might be another option for us to put on a written deal, because I noticed that he's pushing a little bit higher. He's now a double champion as well. Yeah, up to a D+ popularity. Definitely doing well in this sort of feud between Heroes and Evil Inc. How much would he be? 7,600? Yeah, I mean, let's just wait and see. I mean, if he goes back to south of the border, he goes. It's not going to be too big of an issue, to be honest. I mean, one thing I do want to do is let's look for some women. All right, so Mobstar's fully fit from his broken nose. But we're going to filter for women to hire, female. They don't have to be young, but they need to work in Mexico, of course. Let's see what's available. Now, we have Elena. Now, Elena is one that I would like to bring in. And I think she might be the first one we do actually bring in. We've got 90 star quality. She's a face. She can actually play heel as well, but she's primarily a face, which is what we want. And kind of, I mean, acceptable microphone skills there as well. And pretty good performance. I mean, she's lacking a little bit of psychology. But apart from that, everything else seems good enough. How much is she going to be on a written? 2,700. I feel like that's probably cheap enough. Who is this girl? Asami Okubo. I mean, she's not great, so we'll skip past her. We've got Barbara Cabrera. Yeah, she looks okay. Nothing too special. We've got Catalina Vasquez. I mean, she'll be another great option. She used to work for CILL. And I think she's on the short list as well. So we'll come back to her. We've got Claire Winters. I usually pick her up whenever I have a women's division. Because she's a cheap option, but I don't think we're going to get her in. She just doesn't really, well, she's not really going to fit. All right, this girl looks pretty good. Without actually looking at her stats. Maybe not. I thought she might be better than what she looked. I suppose she is only an opener for Winnow, which is the new Japanese women company. I mean, Laura Flame. I know she's a heel. What about this girl? She's got the star quality. She's also got the high flying ability, but look at her stamina, man. At 24, you know how hard that's going to be to train up? And then she's got the bad psychology as well. I mean, that's a tough ask. Lily Elwes. You got Lisette Petit. Lizette. Probably Lizette. Got Maribel Mikado, another one I'm pretty familiar with, but she's a heel, unfortunately. I want to bring in two new faces. Got Sonia Pasquale, who I think we probably should bring in, although her star quality is horrendous. No, I won't do that. I keep talking myself out of things very easily. Okay, well, I have to say I'm not exactly impressed. I'm not exactly impressed by the women around. I think 100% will go Elena. Yeah, we'll definitely sign Elena. I might actually sign her. Should I go a written deal? Yeah, I think I'm going to go written. I just think she's quite good, so 2,630. All right, there we go. There's one, so we've got one new woman in. I mean, we could go Catalina. Do we finally go for Yukihiko? I think it's too soon still to go for her. Maybe Jaguar Queen. I think she's a heel. Yeah. Okay, never mind. So we'll just get the one woman in. Let's advance anyway. We'll get into the next TV show. Okay, nice. We've got Silver Tiger taking Vicente. Yeah, Vicente Molina under his wing as his protege. Nice. Alright, so we're getting a few proteges in, which is pretty cool. Let's also go a rib. Alright, so a ribbed Hellcat. She actually saw the funny side in it. We'll go a generic venue. And let's book. Now, we did have the match. So let's go with this match. It's going to be Kyla. Who was it? I had Kyla and... Well, I was going to go Kyla and Boom Boom Jamaica. Who's another face? Let me check El Critico for a second. Can he go color commentary? Not really. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go with... Do I want to go Blue Phantom again in another main event? I mean, I kind of do. Let's go Boom Boom. Let's go Boom Boom. And then they're going to take on Silver Tiger and Cosmic Rider. Of course, a bit of a follow-on match from last show's attack by Cosmic Rider. And we're actually going to have Cosmic Rider pick up the victory onto Boom Boom. Not on Kyla, but onto Boom Boom, thus beating Kyla's team. And of course, being with Silver Tiger makes a lot of sense as well. Up next, we'll go with an El Critico match. And he can take on Amazing Firefly. Probably be high spots as well. Alright, there we go. Get that one scripted as well. Then we want a... Let's go Absolute Power to take on Team Burning Fury, who got a nice victory on the last Battalion Turner. Just going to be a bit of a warm-up match for Devious Dr. Fang and Major Huanta. It's also going to be non-title, so the title's not going to be on the line. Chuck that there. Then I want to have a Scythe match. And he can take on Hurricane. We're just gonna give Scythe a few matches to build up some more popularity. Give him a few menace angles as well. I think that'll really help him out, push him up to the main event, sort of upper mid card level. Because there's no reason why he shouldn't really be up there. His popularity will increase. It's already at a pretty good level. He's pushing as a mid carder, so definitely not going to take too long. Then I think we want a trios match. Let's go with heroes. So we'll go Eternal Kings with Angel of Mercy, and they're going to take on the Juggernauts. A nice, easy 10-minute match. Give heroes a little bit more momentum. And I think we're actually going to have... Well, I would like to do Nicholas Lopez against Scythe at the pay-per-view. So after that match, let's have an angle where Scythe comes out and starts targeting Lopez. Doesn't exactly do anything, but just comes out, and obviously he's looking pretty badass, pretty menacing. And Lopez kind of steps up. You know, the three members of Heroes are standing there, and then we have Lopez stepping forward to get into the face of Scythe. I feel like that could be pretty good. We also need a women's match. Let's give Brooke another match against, I think, either Velvet or Estrella. Let's go Velvet. She probably needs it more. Can Dreamer go on commentary? Definitely not. Okay. I was going to say that'd be a good option. We'll give Brooke an angle to start the show. Okay, what else do we need? We need El Critico with an angle. I guess it can be on El Mitico as well. So success for both of them. And then I guess let's go with a Silver Tiger Cosmic Rider angle prior to the match. And then I think we want Kyla to basically he's gonna lay down the challenge to Cosmic Rider for the pay-per-view. after the match, which will hopefully get a 100 A-star. Okay, so we need 2 more minutes. But we can add another match. Who do we have left? We've got the Puerto Rican boys, Silent Accusers, New Wave Outlaws. Yeah, New Wave Outlaws against the Puerto Rican boys. And we'll give Austin the victory there. Perfect. Did I work the crowd? Alright, let's work the crowd. Also, Blue Phantom. Commentary? Yes, 63 color commentary. And of course, that's going to sort of continue the Austin Smooth Blue Phantom Mexico title storyline. What else we need to do? Let's do a women's tag. Let's have Hellcat and Francisca take on Lauren Easter and Estrella. Give Hellcat a victory. What else do we need to do? I mean, who haven't we used? Alright, so Blue Phantom and Almitico can team up again. And they can take on Mystico and Vicente. I mean, we could just call him Vicente instead of Vicente Molina. But I kind of wanted to give him a bit of a unique name. Let's give Blue Phantom the victory. What else? I guess we'll get one more tag match. And let's have... Actually, let's go a 4-way. Not a 4-way, a 4v4. And we'll have The Suffering along with Ernest Youngman and Dragon Americano to take on Extranjero, North Star, Phoenix 4, and Sunny Yellow Flash. There we go. Alright, so that'll essentially be the main event. And I think we'll give the victory to Ernest. And I'm pretty sure everyone can actually call in the match, so there we go. Alright, let's run it. Another showdown. Starting off with a 62C, where we have Hellcat Hernandez and Francisca Marcos defeating Lauren Easter and Estrella Blanca in 10:22 when Hellcat defeated Lauren by pinfall with a running bulldog. No improvements. Moving on to a 63C where we have Blue Phantom and Almitico defeating Mystico and Vicente Molina in 10:30 when Blue Phantom defeated Molina by pinfall with a Phantom Cradle. No improvements there either. And then finally, a 64C for the 8-man tag, where we have Ernest, Dragon Americano, and The Suffering defeating Extranjero, North Star, Phoenix 4, and Yellow Flash in 12:12, when Ernest defeated North Star by pinfall with the hit. Few improvements. We've got Felipe improving in Rumble. We then have Yellow Flash improving in Technical. And finally, Phoenix 4 improving in Rumble skills as well. Alright, so we start the show off with a 71C+, where we have New Wave Outlaws defeating the Puerto Rican boys in 10:18 when Austin Smooth defeated Kid San Juan by submission with a smooth hold. We've got a few improvements here as well. We've got Kid San Juan improving in performance, and then we have both Island Boy and Mobstar improving in technical. Good match, of course, Blue Phantom on color commentary as well. We then go into a 56C- angle for Brooke Tyler prior to her singles match, which gets a 57C-. And we have Brooke defeating Velvet Suarez in 956 by submission with a Brook Breaker. Not a great match. Not a great match. I thought it might have been a C. But yeah, Velvet is probably the weakest link of our women's division. We then go to a 63C Trios match, where we have Heroes defeating the Juggernauts in 10:06 when Angel of Mercy defeated Alejandro Ortega by pinfall with a Mercy of God. No improvements there as well, but Marcos was off his game. Moving into a 76B- after the match, where we have Scythe come out and confront the 3 members of Heroes. And of course, we have Nicholas Lopez stepping forward to represent his team at Traicionado. And it's going to be Scythe one-on-one with Nicholas Lopez. Let's actually do it. Let's do a steel cage match. Why not? Obviously, it kind of excludes all members of other stable members from getting involved. So I feel like it kind of fits pretty well. And then we got Scythe there jumping in. Should be a good match. Realistically, I kind of want Lopez to lose, but we'll have to see how we go about that. Alright, we then go into Scythe's match, which gets a 56C-, where we have Scythe defeating Hurricane in 10:09 by pinfall with an Underworld Spike. Really good match. Really like that, though. Could be a little bit better, but it is Hurricane after all. Okay. I called the match, and Hurricane cannot call matches yet. I think he's only at a C. Okay, that's probably why. The next match, though, gets a 72B-, where we have Absolute Power, our tag team champions, defeating Team Burning Fury in 9:31, when DDF defeated Takashita by submission with a deadly Kung Fu grip. And then, yeah, DDF was he carried the match, so he was kind of the MVP with a 74 in-ring performance. Very nice. We also have Takashita improving in performance skills as well. Alright, we then go into an 84B+ angle between El Critico and El Mitico. Again, still continuing their feud that they have been going at for the last sort of 5 to 6 weeks. Pretty good rating though, happy for that. We then have El Critico's match, which gets a 75B-. The high spots match, where we have El Critico defeating Amazing Firefly in 9:42 by pinfall with a critical mass. I was literally about to say submission, but it was indeed pinfall. And yeah, Firefly off his game. El Critico only getting a 74. However, we have both of these guys improving in performance skills. Yeah, El Critico yet again still improving. We then go into another 84B+ rated angle, this time for Silver Tiger and Cosmic Rider, of course, teaming up tonight. And of course, they both severely dislike Kyla. So it's a pretty easy sort of, alliance they've made for tonight's tag team match. Well, damn, I was not expecting that. 89A for our TV show main event, where we have Silver Tiger and Cosmic Rider defeating Kyla Adams and Boom Boom Jamaica in 1952, when Cosmic Rider defeated Boom Boom by submission with a gravitational pull. Yeah. An 89A. I have to say, it's a pretty good match. Literally 1 point away from Kyla's best ever match. And I really was expecting like maybe a B, maybe a B+, like an 83. But to get an 89 and skip a whole grade of what I thought it was going to be, pretty good. We also have another angle. So we go into Kyla Adams, and he gets another 100 A-star angle. But this time, he's addressing Cosmic Rider directly. Obviously indirectly, because, Kyla got up, and Silver Tiger and Cosmic Rider had already gone to the back, then grabbed a microphone, and basically says that, Cosmic Rider's got his match. He wanted a big match at a pay-per-view, and he's going to get it. It's going to be a last man standing match, and the better man will prevail. And that is how Kyla leaves the ring. Just says the better man will prevail, and yeah, it's going to be a last man standing match. So Kyla, Cosmic Rider, 1-on-1, LMS. We'll see what happens. Should be a really good match though. Hopefully a B+. And let's end the show. Should be a really good show. 86 B+ for our overall show rating. Man, that's good. I told you, Kyla in the main events, especially once he gets into a B popularity, those main events are going to absolutely boost our grade beyond belief. All right, well, yeah, very successful show there. Okay, there we go. Cosmic Rider also rising in weight. So he's risen to lightweight after bulking up. So he's now a muscular lightweight. Let's have a look at his star quality. So 59C, which is up 7 points from a D+, 52. So he's gone from 52 up to 59 just from his size increase, which is actually pretty good. It's very good, you know, especially considering he's going to this sort of feud. Well, not really a feud, but a mini storyline between him and Kyla. Then we also have Felipe Caballero. Oh, okay, that's not good. So Felipe Caballero rising to middleweight. However, he's apparently he's been letting himself go and piling on extra pounds. So as you can see, he's now a flabby middleweight. That's not good. But I think his star quality, it went down. It went down. He was at a B+. Oh no, what have I done? I've just ruined Felipe. Oh no. No. I wanted to push Felipe, man. Oh, it's down to a 76 B-. Oh no. See, it can backfire. Oh, that sucks. Whoa, okay, our TV rating gets a 1.13. That is massively up. Oh, but I'm so upset about Felipe, man. Oh, what are we going to do? Do we get him to drop back down? Can we even do that? I don't think we can do it for like 6 months or something. Oh, what am I doing? I'm freaking out. No. No, once every 3 years? Oh, that backfired so bad. Poor Felipe. I mean, his star quality is still pretty good. Oh, that's so bad. No. Oh, anyway. There's nothing we can do about it, I guess. I really hope other people that have done that too don't backfire. I would have much preferred Cosmic Riders to backfire and Felipe's to be successful. Because at least with Cosmic Rider, like, I mean, his star quality is still not even good to this day. All right, so we are getting in Elena America. Elena America. Kind of want to change her name. I don't know. Elena America sounds so... it kind of sounds weird. I feel like it should be like Elena Americana or something like that. Just with an extra A on the end. I know it already has an A for America, but what I mean is the extra A that comes after that. Anyway, I'm really upset, as you can tell. Poor Felipe, man. When I told him to increase his size, I really didn't mean for him to just go and sort of binge the takeaway. I really wanted him to pack on the muscle. Anyway, Amelia Reyes, she is Silver Tiger's manager. So I think we'll keep her around. Just go a paper appearance. I mean, she pretty much appears when Silver Tiger appears, so we could probably put her on a written deal anyway, so I mean, it's fine. We don't have to. She only wants 600 per appearance. Really not that big of an issue. We also have El Rey leaving south of the border. I just don't know. Like, I kind of want to bring him in, but at the same time, I just don't know. I mean, I could bring him in, maybe make him a part of a stable, or create his own stable, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gary the Entertainer would be a great person to bring in as well. Just the star quality and entertainment stats he has. He's actually not too bad in the ring either. Alright, so let's get into another Batalla Turner. Unfortunately, Elena's contract has not started yet. So, ooh. Wait, what? Wait. Ooh, wait, what? Hold on. Oh, the pay-per-view must be the same day. Yep. Man, I keep making this mistake. I really need to make sure the TV show and the events don't fall on the same day, because I think what happens is you actually miss out on revenue. You get less, like, gate receipt from attendees coming. So as you can see, we're only expecting 15,337, but it would be a much higher. Well, it'd be the same number for the pay-per-view anyway, but then we'd also get about 7,500 from the regular TV shows. So we are kind of missing out a little bit. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. We got Batalla Turner. The real question is, what do we want to do? Let's have... Let's go with a 5-on-5. And we're basically just going to have all the main members of the storylines go at it. I just want to see how well the match is going to do with, 10 people in it, essentially. So let's go El Mítico. And then Kyla. I guess, well, Silver Tiger doesn't really have a storyline, but I guess we can put him in here anyway. We then want Nicholas Lopez. Boom Boom Jamaica. I want to go Island Boy. And who else? Who else is actually going to be in a match? Oh, Blue Phantom. Completely overlooked him for a second. Then we need El Critico. Cosmic Rider. We then need Scythe. We then need... let's go with DDF. Obviously, the two members of Evil Inc. there. And of course, DDF is going to be versing Boom Boom Jamaica in the trios match. And then finally, Austin Smooth. So there we go. Big 10-man tag. And I'm actually looking forward to it. Now, I don't really care who wins. And obviously, Silver Tiger's not actually involved in the match. So, with that being said, I think I want to give Kyla the victory. And he can pin DDF, I think. I think that's actually a pretty good result. Obviously, Kyla's going to be helped out with the popularity. Wondering, let's have a look at Kyla real quick. Just want to check his popularity. Okay, it actually kind of went up a little bit more in the Mid-South and then Southeastern Mexico, but I think he lost a little bit in Northern. Maybe not. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's going to get some more popularity tonight, that's for sure. Alright, other matches, we'll go a singles match for Silver Tiger. Actually, let's go a tag match. So we'll go Silver Tiger, and he can be partnered by his new protege, Vicente Molina. And they can take on Weird and Wacky in a high spots match. With Silver Tiger getting the win, of course. We then want to have a fatal four-way match between some women. So let's go with Estrella, Francisca, Mystery Pink, and Poison Ivy. And I think we'll go Mystery Pink to get the victory there as well. Nice. Just noticed that I put 3 heals in that match. It doesn't matter. Alright, what else do we need to do? We want to have... Give Dragon Americano a match. Against Firefly, that's fine. Nice little 10-minute match between these two. Both of them not exactly doing anything at the moment. There we go. I mean, who else do we actually have? Let's go with Dos Phoenix. And they can take on Urban Gladiators. Just an 8-minute match, and then we'll give the victory. Let's give it a Phoenix 4. I'm pretty sure Phoenix can call. It's just a Hurricane that cannot. Alright. We actually have more time, so... Let's go Ernest, taking on... I feel like North Star Jr. is perfect for this type of match. I think we want to do maybe just a few sort of mid-card matches for Ernest. Just get him a few victories under his belt. And then I think he might be ready to move up to upper mid-card. And get involved with guys like Boom Boom, Angel of Mercy. You know, those type of face upper mid-carders. So yeah, that can actually go at the start of the show. And we need to do angles, so... Let's go with our 5 faces, I think. The face team should be pretty good. Alright, so Almidico. Then we got Kyla. Then we've got Nicholas Lopez. Then we've got... Boom Boom. And then finally, Blue Phantom as well. Alright, there we go. Everybody on success. Perfect. Alright, up next, I guess just a Silver Tiger angle by himself. I mean, we can... No, let's not throw Vicente in there. Doesn't need to be there. Next, we'll go with a Mystery Pink angle. And she basically just says that she wants her title back. You know, she's arguably the most successful woman to ever step into Ole. And of course, be the Mujeres champion. I think 11 defenses. Was it 11? Let's have a look. So, Mystery Pink, 12 defenses for her. Yeah, like literally double Queen Amazon and Electric Dreamers. I mean, Queen Amazon's been a 5-time champion. We really need to spread it around a bit. Anyway. And then finally, let's go with an earnest angle to start the show. We can actually have another angle, but the question is, do we want to? I mean, I kind of don't. Let's... Well, we have to. We have to do something. Let's go with Dragon Americano. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright. We need to add another match. Let's go we'll just go a tag match. We'll go the Suffering. Actually, we'll go Silent Accusers to take on Sunny Wildside and Yellow Flash. I guess we'll have that one to start the show off with Samael picking up a victory. Alright, perfect. Take a minute off this match. Actually, never mind. We'll take it off the first match. Alright, that makes more sense. Pre-show, I'm not actually sure who we've got left. We've got Puerto Rican boys. They can take on Mystico and Slayer. We'll give Island Boy the victory there. I think, yeah, they can call. I'm pretty sure we should really push Mystico, man. He's really good. Yeah, he's actually good. And then up next, we'll go with the Suffering to take on Huracan and Oichi. Never mind. Huracan and Miyaki. And I think that'll do us. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's run the show. Third. Ooh, okay. 56 C minus. And they do have good chemistry. I thought they did. We never added them as a team though. I think the last time I saw that, I forgot to do that. Anyway, we got the Puerto Rican boys defeating Mystico and Slayer in 10-14 when Island Boy defeated Mystico by pinfall with a welcome to the island. No improvements. We then go into a 67C+, where we have the Suffering defeating Huracan and Motoyuki Miyaki in 11:38 when Felipe defeated Huracan by pinfall with a Caballero drop. And yeah, Felipe head and shoulders above everyone else. Then we have worker improvements only for the Suffering though. We've got Seth improving in Rumble and Felipe improving in both Rumble and Technical. Alright, we then start the show off with a 62C. And we have Silent Accusers defeating Sunny Wildside and Yellow Flash. Wild Flash. New tag team. In 8:47 when Samael defeated Sunny Wildside by pinfall with a Poison of God. And then we also have Hush improving in Rumble skills. We then go into a 50D+. Pretty bad angle there from Ernest. Yeah, see what I mean? He definitely needs to be boosted up. And I think mid-card matches is what he needs at the moment. As you can see, the match does a lot better. 59C, where we have Ernest Youngman defeating North Star Jr. in 10:02 by pinfall with the hit. Yeah, much better match. 53 for both of them in ring. We then go straight into a 57C- where we have DOS Phoenix defeating Urban Gladiators in 7:31 when Phoenix 4 defeated Labyrinto by pinfall with a Phoenix Ash Bomb. Strongman visibly tiring for an 8-minute match. We then go straight into a 63C rated angle from Mystery Pink, of course, basically her saying that she wants a title shot against Electric Dreamer to win back her title, and the fact that she was the most dominant champion Oli has ever seen. Fatal 4-way women's match gets a 62C, and we have Mystery Pink defeating Estrella Blanca, Francisca Marcos, and Poison Ivy in 9:51, when Mystery Pink defeated Estrella by pinfall with a flying body press. And a nice... she actually only got 60. Francisca actually outperformed her in the match. Moving on to a 66C+ rated angle from Dragon Americano. Bit underrated, actually. Probably use him a bit more. Maybe as that sort of, low main event heel that we bring people into the main event with. His match gets a 69C+, very solid, where we have Dragon Americano defeating Amazing Firefly in 10:25 by submission. We then go into a 100A star angle for Silver Tiger. Of course, he's got his protege match, which does really, really well. Getting a 73B-, where we have Silver Tiger and Vicente Molina defeating Weird and Wacky in 10:24. When Silver Tiger defeated Extranjero Loco by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. And yeah, we've also got the great chemistry there between Weird and Wacky. And we also have Takashita improving in both technical and performance skills as well. We then go into an 81B for the 5 members of our face team in the main event. Not great, but still, it's good enough, I guess. Not exactly going to help Kyla too much. And the main event gets a 79B, where we have the face team of El Mítico, Kyla, Nicholas Lopez, Boom Boom Jamaica, and Blue Phantom defeating El Critico, Cosmic Rider, Scythe, DDF, and Austin Smooth in 1937, when Kyla defeated DDF by pinfall with a K-Trigger. Yeah, just a really good match. 18 ring there for Kyla. And then we have a few improvements. We've got El Critico improving in performance, Scythe improving in performance, and then finally Kyla improving in technical skills. So yeah, we've got some really good performances out there. We got 75 from El Mítico as well, 82 there from El Critico. So I'm expecting their main event at the pay-per-view to do really well. Of course, we already went over the improvements. Let's end the show. Okay, 79B. Once again, Ernest overused. I need to change him. Alright. And of course, we also have the pay-per-view. So let's book that as well. We'll get straight into it. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode. So Celestion Mexico has been selected there. And let's book in our matches. So first off, we've got Austin Smooth taking on Blue Phantom for the Mexico title. It is not going to be Blue Phantom's day yet. And I say yet because he will win the title at some stage. However, Austin's going to be a little bit cheeky, with this match. And he's actually going to pull off a tainted victory over Blue Phantom. Do the main event up next. I want to go 25 minutes for this one. And of course, you might expect, but one L is going over the other. And that's going to be decisive there as well. What's that? What type of match is it? Oh, never mind. It's a 30-minute Iron Man match. I completely forgot. Here's me trying to give it 25 minutes. Up next, let's go with the women's match. Again, not exactly expecting this one to be too good. But it doesn't really matter. It's basically just a title defense for Dreamer. with the Mujeres title on the line, of course. There we go. Up next, we got Kyla and Cosmic Rider. I think we'll give 25 to this one. I wanted to give 25 to something, so we'll give it to Kyla. And I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory who's going to be going over in that match. We'll make that the semi-main event as well. And then we have Lopez and Scythe. I think I'm going to try and push it 20 minutes. And we're actually going to give Scythe the victory if we can. If we can. Okay, extremely unhappy. Okay, in that case, we're going to give Lopez the win. There we go. It works out. We'll chuck that up there. Make the women's match storytelling. And then, yeah, we'll add a high spots match here. Let's go Phoenix 4, because he's not going to be in a match tonight. And he can take on Silver Tiger in that high spots. So we'll give it 12. I mean, we could give it, yeah, let's give it 14 actually. Let's go all out. Obviously Silver Tiger going to get the victory there. But I think it's going to be a good match. Very good high spots match. Non-title, of course. We'll chuck that third. And then finally, we have the Trios title match as well. And of course, that is going to be Boom Boom Jamaica and the Puerto Rican boys, the Caribbean Connection. And they're going to be taking on the champions, which is Absolute Power and Samael the Accuser. There we go, perfect. And unfortunately, yeah, Evil Inc. are going to win. Going to be a distraction onto Kid San Juan by Hush, if you can believe that. Scripted, painted, distraction onto Kid San Juan by Hush. Add that. Distraction finished there as well. Okay, Trio's title on the line. And that's going to be right in the middle. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's book angles. So I want to go El Critico. And then I want to go Kyla. Just basically all the big names. Want to give them angles. So Kyla unscripted. Then we'll go. Let's go Austin. You know, he is getting the victory tonight, and he's also the champion. Silver Tiger needs an angle as well. And then I guess we'll go a menace angle there for Scythe to start the show off. Unfortunately, he is going to take the loss, but it is against living legend Nicholas Lopez. So it doesn't matter too much. Actually, we can do another angle. Hopefully we can actually do it, because I would like to do a women's angle for Dreamer. But we might be... Oh no, perfect. Alright, with that said, on the pre-show, I kind of want to do a bit of an interesting match. It's going to be a #1 contenders match for the Universal title. And it's going to be a 10-man mayhem battle royale on the pre-show. Or do I want to... kind of want to put that on the main show. Let's save... We're going to save that for Battalo Turner, I think. And we'll have that be Battalo Turner's main event for like 30 minutes or something. Yeah. Let's just do this instead. We'll just go a 8-man tag. And we'll go Angel of Mercy, Flores. Who else do we have? We got Tricolor. And we'll chuck... we'll go Hurricane. Chuck Hurricane on the face team there. They can take on Hush, Mystico... yeah, we'll go Ramos. We'll go the Juggernauts 2 down there. So yeah, that should be a good match. Give the victory to Tricolor. And then we'll go a trios. And we'll go with the Suffering and Ernest to take on Firefly, Sunny, and Takashita. With Ernest picking up the victory. I think we can, yeah, I think we can do, let's do a triple threat for the pre-show as well. Dragon Americano. Who else do we have? We've got Phoenix. Let's go Yellow Flash and Mobstar. And yeah, Dragon Americano has been, yeah, like I said, bit under the radar. Especially since Kyla beat him for the Mexico title. Call, decisive. I think he can call. Oh, he can't. He can't call? Really? Wow, I think Yellow Flash might need to go sooner or later. Anyway, I think that might not even do as well as the 8-man, so we'll chuck it there. Let's run the final show of the episode. Starting off with a 63C, we have Ernest Youngman and the Suffering defeating Amazing Firefly, Sunny Wildside, and Takashita in 9:42 when Ernest defeated Takashita by pinfall with the hit. No improvements. Moving into a 66C+, where we have Dragon Americano defeating Yellow Flash and Mobstar in 11:43 when Dragon Americano defeated Mobstar by pinfall. And finally, a 63C, where we have Angel of Mercy, Marcos Flores, and Tricolor Jr. Tricolor Jr. and Hurricane, defeating Hush, Mystico, and the Juggernauts 2 in 9:49, when Tricolor defeated Mystico by pinfall with a Fisherman Suplex. Got quite a few improvements here. We got Tricolor in Performance, Hurricane in Flying, and then we have Ramos in Rumble, and finally, Mystico also in Performance. Alright, so we start the show off with a 96 A-star Menace angle from Scythe. Man, it's going to be so easy to get him over. It really is going to be easy. Unfortunate that, Lopez wouldn't take a pin. But the match does relatively well. 68C+, where we have Nicholas Lopez defeating Scythe in a cage match in 1939 by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. Yeah, pretty good match. I mean, similar in-ring performances there as well. Yeah, just a good match. 16,000 people as well for the pay-per-view. All right, we then go into a 76B- angle from Electric Dreamer, literally 1 point away from a B prior to her Mujeres title match. Which actually does better than I thought it would, considering they have poor chemistry together. 64C for this one, where we have Electric Dreamer defeating Brooke Tyler in 12:54 by 2 straight falls, with the final fall happening by pinfall with an Electric Blue Bomb. And we have Electric Dreamer making defense number 1 of her Campeonato de las Mujeres title. Yeah, just a good match. Electric Dreamer also improving in performance skills as well. Awesome. All right, we then go into another A-star, this time a 100 from your boy Silver Tiger, our Universal Champion. Of course, he's got a bit of a throwaway match against Phoenix 4. It is the high spots match, so I mean, it does really well. 82B, 1 point away from a B+. And of course, we have Silver Tiger defeating Phoenix 4 in 1403 by pinfall with the Silver Tiger driver. 89 in-ring from Silver Tiger there. Crazy stuff, man. Moving on to a 74B- for the Trios title match. And of course, we have Evil Incorporated defeating the Caribbean Connection in 1205 when Devious Dr. Fang defeated Kid San Juan by submission with a deadly Kung Fu grip. Man, it's hard to get that out. After a distraction from Hush. During the match, we also had Hush distract Kid San Juan, Samael the Accuser, and Absolute Power make defense number 4 of their Campeonatos de Trios titles. Yeah, some good performances from Boom Boom and Devious Dr. Fang. Maybe we'll have a match between those two as well. We also have Kid San Juan improving in performance skills as well. Happy about that. We then move into a 65C rated angle from Austin Smooth prior to his title defense against Blue Phantom. The match does pretty well, 72B-, which is exactly what I want from my mid-card title. And we have Austin Smooth defeating Blue Phantom in 2015 at 2 falls to 1 after winning the first, with the final fall happening by submission with a smooth hold after blatantly cheating. Austin Smooth making defense number 3 of his Campeonato del Mexico Oli title. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much justified. Austin with a 64, and then Phantom with a 59. But we also have Blue Phantom improving in Rumble skills as well. Alright, we then go into a 100A star for KYLER's angle, as you'd expect. I mean, it's nothing new. Let's have a look at the match. 85B+. I mean, he can literally carry other members of the roster to really high ratings now. And we have Kyla Adams defeating Cosmic Rider in a last man standing match in 24-36 when Cosmic Rider could not beat a 10 count after a K trigger. Yeah, really good match. Good last man standing. Happy about that. 81 in-ring performance for Kyla. So yeah, definitely carrying that match. We then go into a 90A for El Critico's pre-main event angle. Looking forward to this match. Hopefully they at least get a B+ as well. Okay. That's bad. 79B. I'm guessing the 30-minute Ironman match was not suited to this, I don't know, to both these guys. Like, that's a strange rating. I expected a B+ minimum. 79 is still pretty good, but it's 4 points away from a B+. Anyway, we have El Critico defeating El Mitico Jr. in a 30-minute Ironman match by 3 falls to none. So a very, very dominant victory there from El Critico. We also have El Critico improving in technical skills as well. And of course, you'd have to think that El Critico and KYLER will draw pretty good ratings or pretty good placement in that 10-man Mayhem Battle Royale. Anyway, the overall show rating still pretty good, getting an 83B+, so happy that we got the B+ for the overall show. But again, this the pay-per-view only carries in the Mexico region, so we do not get any spillover into the US. But for praising, we're going to go Lopez. We are going to go with Yellow Flash. And I think Hush has morale issues as well. So we'll go those 3 guys. I mean, Lopez still has morale issues from us firing El Hot Dog back in the day. That makes me sad. I wish Lopez, wouldn't be like that. Anyway, the TV rating for Batalla Turner getting a 1.11 again, so we're looking pretty consistent over that 1.0 rating. So happy about that. Obviously, a few people feeling the effects of the grueling schedule, which is because the TV show was on the same day as the pay-per-view. So we'll try and fix that. And then we got the pay-per-view buy rate of 0.18, which is definitely up. Final disalignment there for Guide as well. Not too bad though, only 44 days. I thought that was like a really bad injury. Alright, so let's delete those and let's have a quick look at our popularity. So we're up to a 56 C- in both Northern and Southeastern. And then I think we're still at 68. I'm pretty sure we were already there. The popularity in Mid-South and Southwest is at 16 F+. Let me check the progress of that. So it looks like we were gaining some popularity, but it looks like it might have... I don't know if it's capped out or what sort of happened, but... pretty interesting. Anyway, we obviously lost money last month due to the dojo, which was pretty expensive. Another thing to mention, developmental, really not costing us a lot of money. I thought that might have been a lot higher, especially when I saw this 10,000. But as you can see, the month of December, they didn't even run an event. And then this month, it's only 5,000. So really not that bad, considering how expensive it actually is to buy your own. So if we were to do this, as you can see, I would say Mid-Atlantic Wrestling are probably a medium-level regional. It would cost us $3 million. So the fact that we literally paid $28,000 for a developmental territory with a full roster, titles, pretty much everything that it has is... I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Obviously, I would like to actually buy one of the other Mexican regional or small, in the case of CILL, I think. I'd like to buy them because it makes more sense for us to have our developmental territory in the same country that we're in. But obviously, I wanted to save Mid-Atlantic Wrestling as well. And, we did that. Looking back on it, I probably should have done something a bit different. Only for the fact that we could have bought the company, taken their popularity in Mid-Atlantic. We would probably lose that unless we ran a show there every 2 or 3 months. But it would have been cool to get the Ripcord Invitational and the Sam Keith Classic, and to bring those tournaments into Oli, but also bring in, other workers similar to how, the tournaments actually held with the Confederation of the Territories. Anyway, as you can see, we're still currently in the Confederation of the Territories. Are we actually in it? Yeah. Yeah, we definitely are. It just looked a little bit strange there. Anyway, the current champions, Roderick Remus, we saw that recently. And then we got Mimic and Saeed Ali. I will be bringing it in, well, one of the 2 belts at some stage in the future. And maybe Kyla can get a victory there. Anyway, that is going to wrap the episode up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let's actually check Kyla's popularity before we end off. So you guys that have stuck around can see him with a B- popularity, even if it is only in the southeastern Mexico area. Must be pretty close for West Central as well. Anyway, if we ever decide to tour back into the US, we'll actually be able to put on some pretty good shows with the popularity that we have on a few guys. Anyway, that is going to end the episode, guys. Please make sure you've smashed the like button before you leave. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that now. I just want to say thank you as well, because I think the number of subscribers that have the notification bell turned on has actually increased by 1%. So it used to be at 6.5, and I think now it's at 7.6. So make sure you got the notification bell turned on. And to those of you that have already done it, thank you for doing that. Much nicer to see in my analytics. As always, guys, apart from that, take it easy, and I hope you enjoy the end of stat screen.